Someone asked me last week, Jerry, how much does it cost to build a small house in Kenya in 2026? And I told them it depends. They said, okay, but give me a number. And I said, I will. But first, let me make sure the number I give is actually useful to you. Because here is the thing. Anyone can throw a figure to you. 1.5 million Kenya shillings, 2 million Kenya shillings, 3 million Kenya shillings, and you will walk away feeling like you know something until your build starts and the real numbers look completely different. I don't want that for you. So, today I'm giving you real planning figures, the kind of numbers that help you sit down, mark out your budget, and know what you are getting into. And alongside every figure, I will tell you the factors that push that number up or bring it down for your specific projects. Because your build is not the same as your neighbor's build. But with what I am sharing today, you will know how to find your own number. And that is more powerful than any figure I could just hand you. Now, the house we are pricing today. I want to be specific because specificity is what makes this useful. A 2-bedroom house, 50 to 60 square meters of floor area, 1 living room, a kitchen, a bathroom, and 2 decent bedrooms, single story, simple but quality finishes, not a mabati structure, not a luxury villa, a real solid livable home that any Kenyan family would be proud to call their own. Hold on to this one idea throughout this video. These numbers are your planning benchmark, your starting point, not your final invoice. Your actual cost will be shaped by your design, location, your materials, your site conditions, and your decisions along the way. I will explain those factors at every stage. Are we ready? Let us build this house together. We start at the very beginning, and I mean that literally, the foundation. Every house begins here, and I will say this once and mean it. Foundation is not where you cut corners, not ever. For a 2-bedroom house of 50 to 60 square meters, your foundation work covers site clearance, excavation, hardcore filling, and the foundation concrete itself. Your planning figure for this stage is 150,000 Kenya shillings, 280,000 Kenya shillings. What determines where your number lands? Number 1, your soil type. Soft, loose, or waterlogged soil means a deeper or reinforced foundation that adds cost. Stable and firm soil keeps you at the lower end. Number 2, your site topography. A sloped plot needs more excavation than a flat one. What looks like a small slope from the road can add tens of thousands of shillings to this stage alone. And finally, number 3, your location. Labor rates differ across counties. Building in Nairobi costs more in labor than building in Murang'a or Kakamega. This is why I always say, get a site assessment before you finalize your budget. Do not assume your plot is straightforward until a qualified professional has confirmed it. Foundation done, solid, approved, and now comes the stage that makes everything feel real. I love this stage because this is the moment your empty plot starts looking like a home. The walls go up and suddenly you can walk through the rooms. You can stand on what will be your bedroom, look out to where the window will be, and feel it. This is the stage people take photos and send to family in the group chat. Walling covers your blocks or stones, mortar, window and door frames, and the ring beam, also called the lintel, that ties the whole structure together. The planning figure for walling is 280,000 Kenya shillings, 450,000 Kenya shillings. What moves your number here? Number one, your material choice. Here in Kiambu and surrounding counties, many people use machine cut stones, Ndarugo stones. Strong, cost-effective, and locally available. In other regions, hollow blocks are more common. The material you choose and how close it is to your site affects both unit cost and transport. Number two, your wall height. Standard floor to ceiling height is 2.7 meters. Higher ceilings means more materials and more labor, a personal choice, but one that costs. And finally, number three, the number of openings. Every window and door opening requires a lintel. More openings, more lintel work. Decide this at design stage, not after your contractor has started laying stones. Walls are up, structure is standing, and there is one more thing that this house needs before it is truly a building. This next stage, this is the one the whole family gathers, celebrates. The roof goes on and everything changes. You know that moment when a family drives past a site and someone says, it is almost done. That is this moment. The roof is a milestone that means something. Roofing covers your timber or steel roof structure, roofing sheets or tiles, pressure boards, and gutters. Your planning figure here is 200,000 Kenya shillings to 350,000 Kenya shillings. What affects your number? Number one, your roofing material. Iron sheets are the most common choice for this size of house. Practical, widely available, and affordable. Tiles look beautiful, but I will not lie. But they are heavier, need a stronger supporting structure, and cost more in labor. For a smart build on a sensible budget, iron sheets done well are absolutely fine. Number two, roof design complexity. A simple hipped gable roof costs less than one with multiple ridges and valleys. The more complex the design, the more labor, and that adds up. And finally, number three, span and pitch. A steeper roof uses more timber and sheets. A wider span needs heavier structural members. These decisions live inside your architect's drawings. One more reason, proper drawings are not optional. The shell of your house is now complete. Foundation, walls, roof, but a shell is not a home. And what comes next is my favorite part of the whole journey, because this is where a house stops being a structure and starts becoming somewhere a family will live. Finishes. This is where your vision comes to life. The tiles on the floor, the paint on the walls, the feel of the door handle when you walk in for the very first time. This is the stage that matters to the people who will actually live there. Finishes cover plastering, floor screed, tiles or cement floors, painting, windows, doors, electrical installation, plumbing, and your kitchen and bathroom fittings. Your planning figure for finishes is 450,000 Kenya shillings to 800,000 Kenya shillings. And notice, that is the widest range of any stage. That is not by accident. The biggest driver is your finish level. There is a real difference between basic finishes, cement floors, under taps, plain paint, and mid-range finishes with ceramic tiles, quality fittings, and proper electrical work. Both are livable, but the gap in cost can be hundreds of thousands of shillings. So, choose deliberately and budget for what you are actually going to do, not the cheaper version you are hoping will be enough. Your plumbing and electrical scope matters more than people expect. PowerPoints per room, Solar provision, a hot water system. Plan for this now. It is far cheaper than adding them after the walls are plastered. And windows and doors. PVC frames are cheaper upfront. Aluminium is more durable long term, and steel doors give you security. These are things you will live with every day. Choose wisely. My honest advice: mid-range finishes, not the cheapest, because they wear out and you pay twice, not the most extravagant, because you can always upgrade later. Get it functional, solid, and beautiful at a cost that makes sense right now. We have walked through every stage together: foundation, walling, roofing, finishes, and I know what you are waiting for. Let's add all up. Here are your planning figures for a two-bedroom, 50 to 60 square meter house in Kenya 2026. Foundation, 150,000 Kenya shillings, 280,000 Kenya shillings. Walling, 280,000 Kenya shillings, 450,000 Kenya shillings. Roofing, 200,000 Kenya shillings, 350,000 Kenya shillings. Finishes, 450,000 Kenya shillings, 800,000 Kenya shillings. Construction subtotal is 1,080,000 Kenya shillings, 1,880,000 Kenya shillings. Go ahead and screenshot that. But before you close the video, stay with me one more minute, because what comes next is just as important. Those numbers cover construction, but every real project has costs outside of construction that are not optional. Professional fees. Architects, structural engineer, and quantity surveyor add 6 to 10%. County approvals and permits add 20,000 Kenya shillings, 80,000 Kenya shillings. And your contingency, a minimum of 10%. Sits on top of everything, not to be spent, just to be there. When you add all that, honestly, your complete planning budget for this house is 1.5 million Kenya shillings on the low end and 2.8 million Kenya shillings on the high end. That is your informed starting point. The number you take to your savings plan, your bank, and your family. The number that means you are walking into this with your eyes open. To get your actual number specific to your plots, your design, and your location, engage a quantity surveyor. Prepare a bill of quantities. That document tells you exactly what your build will cost before a single stone is laid. In conclusion, building your own home in Kenya is one of the most meaningful things you will ever do. It is possible, it is achievable, and when you go in with real numbers, an honest budget, and the right people beside you, you will finish. If you need someone to supervise your projects, verify the work at every stage, and make sure every shilling goes where it should, that is what we do at Veewave Enterprises. Contact us and let's talk about your build. And if this video gave you clarity today, don't just like it, share it. Someone in your circle is planning to build right now, and this could be exactly what they wanted to hear. Also, subscribe for more construction insights. I'm Jerry from Veewave Enterprises, your trusted partner in building smarter, stronger, and stress-free in Kenya. Until next time, let us keep building excellence together.